Hey everybody, this is Mr. DeLong here to give you a short tutorial presentation on how to use a more linear approach to the pre-writing section of your descriptive narrative. If you would prefer to use that more abstract sensory web, I suggest you back out of this video and go select the correct one, because for this tutorial I will be using this one with the text boxes. Now, for the first things first that I need to address here is the fact that when I gave this out to you, I completely forgot that I should have included a section for you to log down your controlling impression. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut and copy that controlling impression line from the first page, and I'm going to paste it in here, just so that I can keep track of that on this page. For this example, I'm going to be talking about my driver's exam. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to say that my controlling impression was nervous, because believe it or not, teachers are people too, and when they're 16 years old, they also get nervous. The great thing about this type of a pre-write is that for those of you who are a little bit more logic-minded and who like to just write out incomplete sentences, you can in this. It gives you plenty of space. I've gone ahead already and I've made text boxes that fit to all of these different text boxes on this sheet. The great thing about this is really all you need to do in these upper boxes is simply give me some bulleted point lists of things that you would like to talk about in your paper. You don't have to be ultra specific. You can just give me 2 to 3 bullet points for things you saw, things you tasted, things you smelled. I want to talk more about the factual, figurative, and details of thoughts and feelings boxes down here at the beginning or at the bottom of the page, because in my mind that's where most people's brains automatically go if they're a little bit more logic-minded in their writing. So I'm going to start here with my factual details. I've already made this text box. I'm going to shrink it down just a little bit so that I don't interfere with that factual details heading there. And I'm just going to start writing. You can use complete sentences, you can use bulleted lists, whatever is going to work best for you. But something I remember about the fact that I was getting, it was my driver's test, was the fact that I was 16. And just to be specific, I'm going to say I was 16 years old. I remember that my driver's instructor, the person who was administering the test, smelled horrible. He actually smelled like spoiled Chinese food, and if you've ever smelled that, you know that the pain is real. That's something I can also add up here to my smell box. So I smelled expired Chinese food. Not fool, Chinese food. Move my text box. Boop. Alright. So the car smelled horrible. I was 16 years old. It was in the, I took my driver's test right at the end of March. There was still snow on the ground, but it was raining. I'm going to move to my figurative details here, and one of the figurative details I'm going to use is a simile, because similes are simple, they're easy to keep track of, and everyone understands them for the most part, as long as they understand what you're referencing. I do remember at one point I took a sharp corner, not took us sharp corner, and my tires squealed like a pig. That's one of my figurative details. I would say your minimum factual details, figurative details, and details of thoughts and feelings, you should have at least 3 that you're thinking about potentially using in your paper. This video has gone on long enough, but should you need additional information on how to do this, or if you need extra help brainstorming, I strongly suggest you check in with someone in your group, or else tell me you need help. I'd be more than happy to help you. Hope you enjoyed this.